Hola, aquí Margarita, and welcome back to Explaining La Más Draga 3, episode 11, the Grand Finale. We're finally ending this series for explaining La Más Draga 3, the Mexican drag competition, for everyone who doesn't speak Spanish. I want to remind you one last time that if you want to see the whole show, there are English subtitles available at every episode of season 3. I'm actually not sure if there is for season 1 and 2, but there are definitely subtitles for the whole season 3. This has been a lovely series. I know that I'm ending this series way later than it should be, but I said to you that I was gonna end it, and that's what I'm doing right now. This was a very long finale. It was 2 hours long, not including the pre-show. So let's get into it right now so we can do it quickly and easy. The finale starts with Carla Diaz, our host, singing her song Junglam. It was a really cute show. And you know, like, she's a pop star. She knows exactly what she was doing. She may not have been the best host, but she is the pop star. After her entrance show, we go straight to the runways from the eliminated queens and the final 4. And for that, we have a very special guest. So let's go to them. So now we have a very special guest. I'm so happy to be with her because I love her. I miss her so much. She's the trade of the season. She's the best friend of La Grupa from season 13. Miss Denali Fox. Is it just Denali now, or is it Denali Fox?
It's always just been Denali. For obviously like Instagram and stuff like that, I did use Denali Fox so that I could get the handle easier. It's just Denali. I've always just wanted to be one name. But of course, like, my drag mother's Camilla and I claim her. It's not that I don't claim her. It's just I wanted to be like Cher. Or like Madonna.
Also, big shout out to Camila. Love her to death.
Shout out to my mom. Hi, Camila.
The best one. So, we're gonna here to discuss the looks from the finale of La Más Draga 3.
Life is a little crazy right now, as everyone might know.
Very crazy, yeah.
So I haven't had a lot of time to watch a lot of extra TV. I've actually barely even watched like Drag Race UK or anything like that, unfortunately, especially when our season is on. It's just like locura, right? But I did see the finale and all of the girls looked incredible, so I'm really excited to talk about it.
Yes. Can we also have like a minute to talk about the stage?
Oh my god, yes.
The production level is there. Like, the first time I saw it in the rehearsals, it was like, this is crazy.
It's out of this world. It's so cool. I'm so jealous. I hope that we get a stage like that.
So we're gonna start talking about the looks from every girl in this season, the eliminated girls and the final 4. And let's start with the first one to go home, Yayoi Bowery.
Yayoi Bowery. I love that mix. Oh, now that I hear her name, I totally get this final look. Because at first I was like kind of confused at the concept of it. I loved all of the various fabrics that were involved in it. I thought it was really unique and interesting in that. I will say the only thing that I thought was it was a little busy, you know?
It was a little busy,
It was because of like a lot of the fabrics. I was like, where should my eye go? It was a little bit busy. And I liked the gold piece in the back, aquí.
I thought it was like really camp.
It dramatized it a lot. It framed her face nicely. Yeah, I really like that.
Second, we have, Stupid Drag. I mean, the look was okay. I didn't live for it, but
I wanted to know the story behind it. ¿Tú entendiste eso? Or like, was it something that I was missing?
She definitely was very popular this season because of her song. She released a song, and it had like a trumpet, so I guess it was like a trumpet girl kind of situation, but
she's a trumpet girl. The trumpet girl. She brings the trumpet. Okay, I like that. Okay, interesting. Kind of Beethoven classical look to her almost. Pero también like she could have been a stripper. So I was like, work Beethoven stripper. I will say there were a lot of bodysuits for this finale, which I was kind of surprised by. Pero we'll get to that later.
I know.
I do really like her mug. It was gorgeous.
Love that. Okay, so the next one was Hunt to Be, wearing a beautiful red dress with a beautiful red sombrero.
I loved that.
Loved it.
I really liked this look. I thought it was very clean. I thought it was a nice silhouette. We got a lot of shapes going on in different directions. The hat, I liked the whole cowgirl kind of look to it. So I really liked one.
It was really on brand with her because she's she called herself La Muñeca del Norte.
Ooh.
Because she's like from the north, the north of Mexico, where there are a lot of rancheros and... Oh, well, you're from Chihuahua. Well, your family's from Chihuahua, so you know how it is.
Yes, no, definitely. I mean, my family, they were from Chihuahua, but they were raised in El Paso in the desert, so it was just a lot of like...
Oh, she's from El Paso too, so...
Yeah, so a lot of rancheros, a lot of just desert, a lot of that shit, yeah.
I would love to see you with a ranchero look.
I would love to do one.
You have to do it.
I originally was going to have that be my promo look, but then it ended up, we went with more of like a ball gown kind of silhouette, so... I don't know, but I really do want to do one.
Next, Winter.
Winter.
And she's dressed as a pineapple because she sort of was like the meme girl this season. And one of her moments was like she was just eating pineapple in between, like everyone was fighting in the workroom. And she was just like eating pineapple, so she became like the pineapple girl.
I love that. Okay, now that explains a little bit more because I was a little confused. I was like, what is she? She's like a gold bodice, but then like a green train, and then this really big bouncy hair. I loved the hair. The hair was like bouncing. It was really cute. I really liked that.
I really like the headpiece too.
Yeah.
It was smart of her, like, to do the green in a different way. I really like that.
I liked it too.
Lana Landsman with the tiger on her shoulders.
Yeah, I was not a huge fan of this look.
Yeah, me either. Like you said, it was just like a bodysuit with like a big train and...
It was just a bodysuit with a big train, which is fine. And it would have been fine. Not for the finale, girl. And then for the tiger thing on her, that was a cool concept. It was like one of those like plush tigers that you'd get from like Chuck E. Cheese, like when you win at the end or something like that.
Maybe if it was like bigger, like a big tiger.
Maybe if it was like a real tiger, like an actual tigre, like right there on her shoulders, then it would have been like... Then I was like, yes, you really did it. But it was like, it just cheapened the look. It made it look a little cheap. Yeah. But I thought it was still like a really cool concept. It
was okay.
Okay, yeah, let's be honest.
And the next one is Ibiza Liosa. I thought she looked gorgeous.
I really liked this look. First of all, I love that there was various green fabric. Not just one solid green fabric. There was a lot of different greens within the look, and I loved the softness of like all of the bodice and skirt area. And then what really excited me was this like hard armored piece that was on the shoulder and on the opposite arm. So there was kind of this like soft and hard balance between her looks. I thought that was so cool and so beautifully done. Yeah,
I agree 100%. And with the red hair, it looked gorgeous.
Red and green, like especially if it's topped off with red hair and a green outfit, I think it looks gorgeous.
Then we have Regina Bronx with the very sexy red look.
Bitch, this girl was the body queen, wasn't she? She's like
she's a body queen.
Stunning. I was so mad because I was like, I wish that I could just go out like this in like a piece of fabric and look this sickening. She looked really, really cool and really sexy.
And here's a little chisme. I think that is Valentina's dress. I
was gonna say, she's giving me very Valentina, especially in the poses, anytime with her shoulder, and she was like, oh.
Yes, that hair that hair is actually Valentina's.
Is it?
And Chichi Fueras did her makeup. Like, Valentina was backstage assisting her. Like, to me, it's crazy.
That is crazy. I totally get that. I totally see that influence. Chichi Fuera is one of my absolute favorite drag queens, first of all.
Love her.
And like a lot of style inspirations when I first was debuted or when I first was aired on the show or whatever, everyone was comparing me to Valentina. But Chichi was the one that when I first started makeup and everything like that, I modeled a lot of my things off of Chichi. So I couldn't be like, no, like it's not Valentina, it's actually Chichi that I'm like inspired by. But I love her to death. She's incredible. Yeah.
I love her. We'll love to see her in Drag Race. Just saying.
We really would. I love.
And then we have Memo Reidi, the Bio King.
Oh, is that who he is? Okay, work.
Yes. He's my son.
Oh, no way.
Yes. The first one and this one are my daughter and my son.
I love it. He was obviously like very lovable weirdo. Right?
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Muy margaritilla, like very like, Just
yes,
that
crazy.
that perfect little role. I was immediately intrigued. I was immediately like drawn to him because I was like, I love this energy. I love what he's giving. Just very like, I don't know. Everything was fun. I think the fit could have been just a little bit tighter, but
Yes.
I really loved the hair. I loved the structured curls. I loved the campiness of it all. It was really cute.
I feel it could have been better. Like maybe instead of shorts, like a pant situation.
Okay. Yeah.
And like a bigger cape. I don't know. I wasn't loving it 100%, but I was really like
the silhouette was just a little straight, and that's fine if that's what he was trying to present. That's great. But like, I would have loved to see just a little bit of more tailoring on the jacket.
Yeah. The final eliminated girl is Mista Boo.
Ooh.
She's like the ookie spooky one.
Oh, okay. I liked the concept. I will say the execution was just a little weak for me. Just a little bit. I would have just loved to see a little bit more structure to the actual garment that she was wearing. It kind of just, and that's, I'm not trying to be like, you know, spooky girls sometimes come on and they just like throw shit on because they're like different and they're cool and they're like badass.
I mean, she's sort of like that, but...
And that's fine.
Yeah.
You can definitely do that. But if you're, especially for a finale look, I would have liked to see a little bit more construction to the actual garment that she was wearing. I liked the makeup, and I thought that was really cool, and that really took it there and made it like really spooky.
Yeah.
But just a little bit more refinement, I think.
And then we have the final four, starting with Abies Who, giving us Anna Wintour realness, because she's like a fashion queen.
I definitely loved this. This was really like, I didn't fully understand the story behind it, you know, because she like blocked out her face, which I thought was an interesting choice. And then she had like those long nails, but I liked obviously the nod to Anna Wintour and this kind of like Chanel fashion moment. Okay.
She's very conceptual. She's definitely very
conceptual. I was like, there's definitely a story with this. I'm not following it as a viewer yet. It was almost like a commentary on like maybe how like faceless or how emotionless fashion can feel sometimes.
Ooh, I like that.
Like a commentary on the industry. Who knows? Maybe not. Maybe I'm.
I mean, probably it wasn't like that, but she's probably gonna say that now that you said it.
Right. But it was cool. I liked it.
And next to her we have Madison Bastary.
I liked this. I thought it was pretty polished. I thought it was well put together, and I was like, it was the first time that I saw some stones or embellishments, so I got excited.
I mean, it didn't excite me because I think it was like very generic, but she definitely looked beautiful. Yeah.
I will agree with that. It was nothing new. It was definitely very pageant. We've seen it before, but I thought it was well done.
Next to her we have Raga Diamante.
I feel like this is something you would wear.
Oh, 100%, yes. I really love that.
I really liked the ruffled tulle. I literally have it like right here.
Oh my god.
And I loved the halo. Anything that frames your head, I feel like that's a very iconic Mexican image. I loved this.
And her smile's so pretty that it just goes so well with her being angelic.
Yes.
I really like it. And our final girl is Miss Rudy Reyes.
Loved this. Thought it was gorgeous. We've seen it before. Yes, nothing crazy, nothing new. The only thing that I didn't like was there was this piece by her shoulder that almost kind of covered her face a little bit. So we couldn't see her gorgeous face. That was the only thing. And with big hair and this, it kind of swallowed up this area.
It felt like the dress was wearing her instead of she was like, you know.
You said that your English hasn't improved, or that it hasn't been good, but you just used a very difficult phrase, I would say.
Oh, really?
You said, I feel like the dress is wearing her. He's not wearing the dress. Bitch, you better fucking word.
I mean, I'm really into English right now, you know.
I'm like totally into English, and I'm totally into lamb.
I have this show of Yari Mejia. One of the judges, she's performing her song Pasarela, and she's the pop star of La Más Draga, and all of her songs are hits. stream, Johnny Mejia, we have a moment where Johnny Carmona speaks about cyberbullying, and then he introduces Carlita Diaz, so we can start the finale. She talks about the sponsors, she welcomes the fans, she welcomes the people, she introduces the judges, and we go straight for the first challenge for the final girls. That is the runway with the theme, what I love the most about Mexico. So let's go back to our special guest.
Oh, a sudden change of earrings. Sorry, everybody. They were just simply too heavy for my orejas.
The first one is Avies who, like a
She's
dress
a painting.
represent. Yes, she's like art, like the art of Mexico.
I thought this was one of the most unique out of all of them. It was not obvious what exactly it was that she loved about Mexico. And what was really cool is that she almost said, she literally framed herself, right?
Yes.
So all focus was on her. And it was almost like saying, since I am a proud Mexican and I am who I am the best thing about Mexico. And I was like...
Yes, I didn't tell that, yes.
Right?
Love that.
I don't know. That's
She's
how
art.
maybe I'm looking into it too much. Maybe the edible is hitting. Idea of framing herself and being like, bitch, it's me, was so cunt and so well done. And what I loved, sorry, I'm like so excited about this look. There wasn't, like, the gags were a lot more simplistic.
Yes.
You know, there were gags, there was like surprises when she turned around, Frida Kahlo's face was on the back. Beautiful, love that.
It was very on the details. It was my favorite from this, like, this part.
I would have to agree with you.
The only thing that I didn't love was that, you know, since the dress was so big and heavy, they had to have, like, the pit crew guys, like, holding the dress, and...
Yes, and they were a little distracting, the presentation, I will say, because my eye kept going to this, like, crouching man in all black, just, like, scurrying across the stage.
Yes.
But I liked that she could move in this outfit. I will say that aggressively. I liked that she could move.
The next one is Madison Battery.
This bitch. First of all, is this common now? Because it's like, I feel like this is something what one girl did and now everyone has to do.
No, that's the thing. It was a gag because these bitches were the first ones to do it. So now when I have to go back to All Stars, I have to do something bigger than that.
You have to put a whole house on your back.
And
this is it's an interesting dialogue. It's an interesting topic and conversation, because when does something move from fashion into wearable art? And that's fine. It can be wearable art. Like, there's something so incredible about the presentation of a garment, how you move, how you present it, how you do things with it, that the next two I thought were stellar, but it completely took me out of any fantasy or anything that I was watching because they were like...
They couldn't move.
You know? I felt so bad because it was obviously amazing, but I wrote, in both of these people, I was like, I wish they could move. That's all.
It was uncomfortable to watch, almost.
Right? Right? Okay, so it's not just me. I was like, this is truly amazing. But I'm just... All I can look at is how the subject is struggling.
How they were suffering. They, like, their faces was like... They wanted it to end.
Exactly. At least Madison didn't have to have assistance, like, in the frame, right? But you could still tell she was struggling. But let's at least dissect the actual costume and the actual all of it, because it was incredible. I loved how traditional it was. I love double, like, braided, like 30-inch braids that, you know, are just like that gorgeous chocolate brown that is just like very, I love that. Quintessential, like, Frida, or just very, like, traditional Mexican. I love that.
She was supposed to be a doll. Have you seen those dolls that are, like, made of fabric? Yes.
Of course. Okay. I like that. That's pretty. I liked how she could move a little bit more than our next subject. And that was great.
It was gorgeous, but as you said, she was struggling.
I'm glad that you agree with me on that, because I feel like you and I understand.
All of Mexico agrees. Don't worry.
Okay.
Yeah. And talking about struggling, our next girl is Miss Raga Diamante.
Again.
Bitch, yeah. She had her whole family three on the back. She was
casi demasiado, en mi opinión.
It was so
Simplemente
much.
porque, like, it's so obvious. It's like, okay, we get it. It's your family. No disrespect to her family in any way. They were a beautiful family, but it's like being like, what's 1 + 1, and you wearing a huge
it could have
2
been
on
smaller.
your back. That's what I'm saying I liked about Madison, just a little bit more. I liked that was a little more condensed and just a little bit like, here's another piece of my heart. I know that structure. It's very recognizable, and I thought that was beautiful.
It worked for pictures, not for wearing it.
Right.
Girl, and the boys carrying her, it was...
Oh, that was the worst. Again, just
that was the worst.
I know. I'm so sorry, too, because I know that she put so much work into that. That must have been, like, I don't know what kind of carpenter connect she has in Mexico, but, like, I just was like, too much. We're just like that. Like, we're those kind of people that just push it. We want more, to a point where it can end up doing the opposite.
I'm talking about more and more and more and more. Our final girl is Rudy Reyes, representing the ocean. Because she's Caribeña, like she's from the...
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's like the seaside.
No, I liked it. I thought it was a cool presentation overall.
Yes.
I didn't understand how it was Mexico in any way. I was like, is this Atlantis? But it was very tropical, so I liked that, and I knew that there was something different about her. Loved this hair. Would wear this hair immediately.
Yes.
Oh, the thick, like, beach waves. Gorgeous, and it was like the perfect platinum blonde. It was so stunning. I really liked the hair.
The whole scenario and like the whole things were... It was
really
a
good. I will say,
presentation.
Yeah, it was a presentation, and at least she wasn't wearing it. She was able to move, and that made me really excited. Because she was dancing, basically, and I was like, it was almost like a siren, you know, how they're like trying to like entice you. Like, I was really into that.
She's the dancer. She's the dancer of the season, so...
I can see that. Ooh, we love a good dancer. Yeah, no, I like her.
She was in total control of her body.
Yes. However, I don't remember what she wore.
Oh, yeah. Like, everything was good except for her outfit.
Yeah, again, it's
okay.
a very common drag design that we've seen on the runway a lot. You know, it's a really cool drag piece, but we've seen it. I mean, the challenge looked like it was a runway.
After the finalist runway challenge, we have the shows from the eliminated girls. Honestly, all the shows were really good, but the ones that the fans cheered the most and loved the most were Luna, Memo, and Miss Taboo. We have a very good cast with great performers, so this was a very entertaining part of the episode. And I love that we get to watch the eliminated queens again doing what they do the best. After seeing the eliminated girls, we go to the final and the most important part of this finale, the final challenge. That was doing a show to their own song produced by the producer of La Más Draga, Neko. And so they have basically to do their best show, what they do the best, and do a very show-stopping performance for their final challenge. First we have Abies who does a song about fashion, about being like very insecure and fighting their own demons. And they really do a very gag-worthy performance. They spin around, they do all the tricks, they do like 3 reveals, they show fashion, they do performance. You know, this girl was enjoying her moment and you can see it. It was definitely like one of the top best moments of La Más Draga. Because we go from Abies who is the girl who's returning to the competition, who is like very insecure, and they do a show-stopping performance for the finale. It was gag-worthy. It was definitely the best show. Then we have Madison Battery, who does like a funny Latina funny song that is called Pavoneate. It means like showing off and flexing with with a play of words with peacocks because they, like they show off their feathers. So it's like a very fun performance. She dances a lot. She's enjoying it. She's like throwing her human hair all around. It was very good, cute performance. Not the best looks, but definitely the funnest and most enjoyable song of the finale. Then we have Miss Raga Diamante, who did a very cute show. It was very enjoyable. She sings, she performs, but at the end she faints. And there's a lot of drama because I was there and no one knew what was happening because she was like blackout. Like she was fainted. We were like, the paramedics were there. They were trying to see if she's still alive. It was a very stressful and scary moment, but thank God after a long time she was good. Sadly her performance ended very badly because of that, but she was still very charismatic, talking to the judges, and bad things happens, and she pulled it off, and she was still very enjoyable and very proud of her moment. And the final one is Rudy Reyes, who did a very danceable Latina song. Because she's a dancer, she's, attitude, she has the style, she has the movements. So of course she was gonna kill this performance. And she did amazing. She was throwing all the tricks, she was throwing all the legs, she was dancing all around. And it was a very good performance all around. After that, we have very lovely girls join the stage of the finale of La Más Draga. Very cute, amazing, show-stopping, talented girl. No, I'm kidding. Guajardo and I got to introduce the final performer of the night. That is Neiko, the musical producer of the show. And Eva Blonde, one of the girls from the first season, joined too because they have a song with them too. It was like a moment before the grand crowning. And then we go to the most important part of the episode. That is the crowning. So we have the final looks for the crowning. We all know this is a very special moment, so they have to look like the best.
100%.
So we're gonna go from left to right, and we have Abiesk.
I was obsessed with this.
Obsessed.
Even as an outside viewer, I'm obsessed. Like, one look and I can see that she is an interesting queen. You know what I'm saying? Like, she is really unique, but still extremely fashionable, extremely Mexican. I thought this was beautifully done. I love that really, really, really busy, dramatic pattern that goes into this really soft, elegant dress. It's almost like, here I am high fashion, and then here I am traditional. I thought it was a really cool, beautiful blend. And that fucking pony.
That fucking pony is
incredible. 60, it looks at least, no, it's probably like 50 inches.
I don't know inches, but...
Sorry, I mean, I don't know. It's long as shit.
It's long, yeah.
And especially for it to come from higher and then go down, it's not just a mid pony or low pony. It is a high-ass pony and still goes all the way to her asshole. I love it.
It was a standout, definitely, from all the girls. Because all the other girls are like very pageantry, traditional drag. And she's like a crazy fashion, conceptual queen. And we love that.
We love that.
Next to her, Rudy Reyes, yes.
I think it's gorgeous. I really, really love, again, like the contrast between a busy mermaid tail into, like that's a very common drag silhouette where it's like very ornate, kind of simple, gorgeous bodice, and then like a busier tail. It gives me very pageant. All these girls are all more pageant. Yeah,
well, they do more like female impersonation.
Yeah,
so they're more traditional drag.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, and with Sam,
it
was a cute look. Yeah,
it is stunning. She looks like a goddess.
Next to her is Madison Battery, again with a very simple, like I don't know if I would wear this for like the final statement, for crowning.
No,
it's a very generic kind of dress.
Yes, I loved this color, I will say. Like, not just royal red or like a wine, like scarlet red. It was really a striking red. I don't know, sheer and gorge.
Yes. It was okay. It was okay.
Yeah, I think her face is stunning.
Her face is stunning, yeah. She knows
even from here, like, it's gorgeous. It's a beautiful face. It's a nice look, yeah. It's gorgeous. It's just kind of simple. a detailed nail queen. Look at my nails now that I'm wearing.
Look at
as I'm fully judging this girl, being like, I don't like her nails for the finale, and I like never nothing on. But look, bitch, I'm sitting at home doing a call with Margaret. You're on the finale.
On the crowning,
yeah. Like, come on, girl.
And last but not least, Mi Raga Diamante with a dress that I don't love.
This is a choice.
Because like the colors and the patterns and the hair, it's...
Yeah. Immediately from what I'm seeing, my eye is drawn to this hairline. It's really unfortunate for a finale hairline to be wearing
that is not a crowning hair. Yeah.
No. I like the color of the hair, I think.
I don't like anything about this.
I don't either. I'm sorry.
And girl,
costume.
I love her. I really love her. I think she's amazing.
Yeah.
But this was a choice, and we all know that. Pretty sure she already knows it, and she already went through it, so this is not attacking her. This is just an opinion.
Yeah. Listen, I'm guessing these ladies did all of this through a pandemic, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yes. Like, I feel you, girl, of anybody. I totally get it. It's not easy. And there were a lot of moments, even now, where I look back at a lot of the stuff that I wore, and I was like, never again.
So that's the whole looks of the season. It was a journey, definitely. There was a lot of girls, a lot of looks. I will say this, I'm very proud of Mexican drag. Like,
absolutely.
This finale was it, and it was like the proof of how amazing Mexican drag is, and it was
especially for somebody like you that is a winner, and that is like, you know, or I'm sorry, you were in the finals. Either way, somebody that went from the first season and has gotten to see it develop now through its third, like, do you feel like that?
We didn't know what was gonna happen, and now seeing this huge finale with this gorgeous stage and all this talent, it was such an emotional, proudful moment.
That's really impressive to the program, to everybody involved, the production, to all of the queens. Like, congratulations, because truly it produces some incredible drag and some really cool moments. It can only go up too. It can only grow.
Obviously, RuPaul's Drag Race was like the standard, and a lot of people was saying like Mexican drag is not at the level of American drag. So now it's
yeah, that's not true, because American drag, because of Drag Race and what it's done, it's created a really, it's created an industry, and it's created a certain type of drag that is needed, almost be adjacent to fashion shows and like high brand lines and like actors and actresses within actual Hollywood and things that are like all of a sudden now you're one step away from stardom in Hollywood and things like that. So it's created a really expensive and difficult standard to achieve, to be honest. It's really it's a lot, and it's really hard. So it's really refreshing to watch shows that are still in its inception, very organic, very real, very what I was connected to as a Berlin kid, you know, as somebody that comes from the local scene. Like, it's really beautiful to see drag created in like its roots, and like in a really cool way. There's such a formula sometimes with Drag Race now, and it's such an industry, and it's such a high standard that sometimes all of a sudden we're lacking originality because, well, this designer's been designing for Queen since season 3, so he knows how to produce things fast. He knows how to make you look good and puts it out on the runway, dresses a man, and gets it done. You know what I'm saying? But like, it's nice to see. I'm sure like half of those queens were physically creating their looks or did a lot, you know, for them. Because nowadays a lot of American girls just have teams that do a lot for them, stuff like that. No shade, just a fact.
So thank you so much, Denali, for being here, for being in the grand finale of this series. Oh, I also want to say, like, I'm so proud of you. Like, girl, it just fills me with so much joy and happiness seeing you on TV doing so well and being the meme queen, la reina de los memes.
La reina de los memes.
La reina
and
de
a big
memes.
Fat mamona, right?
Anything you want to say, like?
Yes, you guys can support all of me and my sisters on our own personal websites. You can find through our social medias. You can get our merchandise if you like us. You can get a cameo if you like us. You can tip us. even just on Venmo. Anything helps right now. We really do appreciate it. But honestly, just consuming the season and continuing to watch RuPaul's Drag Race on Fridays on VH1, 7 to 8 p.m.
Well, I love you so much.
Thank you. I love you too, Margaret. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here. And we found out the winner of this season, the third season of La Más Draga is... I mean, you already know it. It's Abiesk, who our new queen, who really deserved it. She was brought back to the competition. She had a lot of up and downs during the season. She had the best runway. She had one of the worst runways, but definitely in the finale she brought it and she proved that she is the queen. And that's all. That's how we end this season of La Más Draga. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for everyone who is watching this still. I know that this is very late, but things happen. I do it all by myself, so it's kind of hard. Thank you all for appreciating this series. Everyone who enjoyed it and everyone who didn't, I'm sorry. Thank you everyone who tipped me. You know that you can still tip me at paypal.me/margaretya. That's me. And I'll see you around. I'm gonna still do videos in Spanish, but you know, maybe next season I might be back with these kind of videos. But that was everything for this season. Thank you all so much, and I love you. Thank you. Bye.